ask you a number one question. So I was looking at your tour dates, and it says Detroit, September 20th. And a lot of people are talking about September 20th in Area 51. What are your thoughts on that?
I and the company have nothing to do with this. First and foremost, I'm seeing it like everyone else is. It's dangerous, and what people need to celebrate their right to protest, but not in some way where you really push the boundary on where people can get hurt, and where it can endanger. They're not set up. The government's not set up for people to storm anything. And that's always when things go wrong. But the bigger matter is that you're not going to change a damn thing with the UFO subject by storming anything. Mm-hmm. The reason things are secret in the government is for good reason. Number one, I mean, there's so much scary, important things that our guys, men and women, are dealing with that you do not want to know about. Because you want to go to soccer games and baseball games and you want to go to a movie on Friday night. You just want to live your life. But these guys got to deal with this stuff. And they created National Security Act, created a way to classify things and keep things secret right after World War II in the late 40s. So it's more of a corporate issue. It's like a bureaucratic issue, the secrecy on this subject, where not because of any malevolent kind of dictator that says you can't handle it and it's all about money and oil. It's none of that applies. It's just the way things are kept secret. And what we have to do is change the law. We have to change legislation to pry up things that aren't needed to be secret any longer, or to pry up this specific issue and reclassify the way it's kept secret. Because the way it's kept secret now, it's like an invisible hole where not even leadership has access to it. And it's so hidden that you don't even really know who's running it or who has they call them tickets. Like, what tickets do you get to get into the program? You only get brought in if you have something they need, whether you're some astrophysicist or you're whatever, an engineer of sorts, or the most educated kind of elite thinker. So we need to change it to where it does have proper oversight by the proper congressional committees and all that kind of stuff. So storming things doesn't do anything, but I do understand that a protest in itself does do. It shows that everyone cares, and it shows that there's a voice, and it shows that people are willing to speak up for what they want, and I think that's really cool. But I think we'd get a lot further
if it's done the right way.
If it's done the right way, and that's why I've been so vocal trying to get people to support To the Stars Academy, because that's what we're doing. I mean, we literally are having input on legislation, and we really are bringing the senators into a room and then bringing people from the Department of Defense into a room and letting them talk. And this is a huge thing that's never happened in 70 years, So I'm really proud of it, and we could really use people's support for that reason.